Alright guys, I'm going to try and get my camera here so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to cut those apart there, because we are going to reuse those in a new spot. And then basically I'm just going to cut the wire. I'm going to go to the other end and pull it to that new post over there, or that other post. So basically, I'm just going to cut the end of this, because this is going to be way longer than I need over there. So I'm going to cut him there. I'm going to cut him so I can save my post wrap. These post wraps are $11 for a pack of 10. And then, zoom you guys back out quick. Turn my thing so I can kind of see what I'm doing. So these post wraps come in a pack of 10. They're $11 at Fleet Farm. So they have a steel reinforcement in them, and then they're just plastic for insulation. Save them. This piece of wire here will be junk, obviously, but spring and tensioner, I think these are $2.50 a piece for the tensioner, and the springs are like $5 a piece, I think, something like that. But yeah, anyways, I'll throw that piece of wire away, but then I'll just pull this little bit of wire back out when I need it. So now I will ride to the other end and grab that wire, and I will pull it down to the other end, and I will put a new post wrap on and hook it on the post. So I'll be back with you guys in a moment. Alright guys, so I got the wire pulled down here. Now we're going to put the post wrap on the end of it here. Basically all I did is I pulled it. I'll show you guys that in a moment, I guess. Find my post wrap. Still kind of getting over this cold thing or whatever the heck it is. But it works better on these used ones if you straighten them out a little bit. What I do is I put 2 crimps, hopefully you can see them, 2 crimps on each loop, just so they're stronger. Here's the crimp tool for crimping those. So what you do, put both of these guys on here like so. Hopefully you can see what the heck I'm doing. These both on there. Try not to lose them. Take the post wrap, get in the hole, loop that around like that. This around your post. See, I'm doing it backwards here. What a guy should have done is done the bottom line first, but sometimes I need a challenge in life, so I do things backwards. Put these on. And I like to leave a tail on these, because then you can use the tail for connecting one side to the other, what have you. But there's both the crimps. Take the tool, sit here and shake until you get it lined up right. Crimp them. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but you get the idea. So there's that. Now this tail, I always take and bend it back a little bit. But now what I will do is I will connect it to this tail, like so, and that will complete my circuit. And I run them separate from the top, because I always leave the top powered all the time. In the bottom, I have jumper leads that when the calves are on, or the cows are on this side, I'll power the bottom. Then once they go around the corner back here, I'll disconnect it so I'm not powering any more line than I have to. Put that on there. Put that on there. Connect that one. It's all connected. Now all I need to do is go to the other end, pull the wire straight and tight. do the same thing but with the tensioner on the other end, and then I can pull it somewhat tight. That'll straighten the wire out, and then all I need to do is get the T-post put in the ground. Obviously I pulled this wire from that line over there, but otherwise I have a spinning jenny that sits on a trailer, and basically what you would do, you'd make that first, and then you'd start driving and unspool your wire. You get to the other end, you put that together, you pull it tight, you put your T-post in the ground. Anybody that wants to mess around with barbed wire on small acreage is nuts. This is so fast, and there's nothing here for it to short out on other than when the deer go through the fence and break an insulator. But it's pretty easy to see a broken insulator compared to if you run electric fence inside of barbed wire or any other wire. But anyways, that's just me. So this is very fast, very effective. So now I will go up to that end. I'll find right now the wire. When I pulled it, I left it go. Let me find my post. I left it in the insulator on that corner post, which you can see it there, and then I pulled it from there, and that pulled it all the way around from the other end where we cut it. So now I'm going to go up to there to that post, start pulling it up to the other post I'm going to hook it to. We'll get the tensioner on there, get this fairly straight so it's ready for me to put T-posts in the ground, so hang with me. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is make my end for right here before I pull that wire up here, so it's ready to go. Guess it doesn't matter which tensioner I use because I got to pull wire off all of them. So with these, to pull this old wire off, flip the lock backwards, just pull the wire out without it looping back around. And get your end out, then this piece will throw away. Flip your lock back down so it's ready to go when you get that far. And I do not have a long enough piece for my pen, so I guess we're going to have to pull the wire up and get close. So, set those right there. And this, the wire cutter, and 2 crimps. That stuff's sitting here, put those up there so they don't get lost. Problem is, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get enough of this for you guys to see what I'm doing. Maybe I will. You guys can maybe see just out of the corner there. Not for sure, but I'm gonna pull that wire. Get this up close enough so you got enough. Step on your wire so don't get away from you. enough to make a loop around the post. So here, I'll get this somewhat straight. Probably should turn my camera so you guys can see. So right like that. You got that loop through there. Pull them around the post. Then these guys on there. Make it into a loop. Goes in there. Tighten that up. And I always put them like this, so that tensioner or spring is pulling on the two together. Take our crimp tool. Crimp the first one. And crimp the second one. Like that. And then here, I always take these tails and bend them up. Okay. Then we'll take our spring, loop them through there like that. There you got that. Get that bent the way you want it. Take your tail, get them in there, whoop, and then drop it. Kind of doing it, I should be on the other side, but take and get it bent so it stays hooked in there. Around a couple times so it stays. And then grab the tensioning tool, pull it tight as you want it so the deer don't catch it and drag it funky across your field. I have pretty loose here. There we go, that's fairly tight. I don't want it too tight, otherwise it'll be up off the ground in the middle. So anyways, that's that. Now all we need is T-posts. Show you guys this a little bit closer here. So that's how I have this end. And then if I decide to do so, I don't know if I'm gonna put a second strand on this hillside or not. If I do, we'll just use one of these tails again, connect it to the other side once we're that far. I'm undecided if I'm going to. I might, because when I take this top strand down, basically I can just go along and unhook it from all the insulators, throw it over the T-post, and then I can take that corner and drag it up to the wood post up here. And then basically I can just start down here and walk my way pulling it up over to here. So that's probably what I'll end up doing. And then these short pieces, I'm going to see how long they are. And what we'll do, we'll probably crimp them to the line that's on the spinning wheel and roll them back up on there so we have it if we ever need it. So and that's basically what I'm gonna do with that line when I pull it out. I'm just gonna take it off all the posts, take the end of it up to the new post, and then just walk down in a straight line and get it on the post down here, and then pull it somewhat tight, and then set my T-posts and redo it. Then I don't have to roll it all up, and reusing it, it's not costing me really anything but time. So anyways, that's what I got going on here. It's pretty much as far as I'm gonna get for right now. I gotta grab the skid loader and start pulling T-posts out. Try and round some up. I don't know where all my T-posts went. I had more, but I'm thinking I'm gonna leave these T-posts back to there. I'm thinking, I'm not for sure, because with how I'm gonna rotationally graze this, I might just use them to hook the poly rope to, or poly wire, for dividing it. So who knows, maybe I'll pull them out, maybe I won't. But I have a row here, and there's that row along the woods. So, and then chances are I would run one across the back, and they would have this whole length along the woods because there's not much grass in there, and you know, just keep moving them. So anyways, that's what I got going on here. So there's a little quick video of kind of fencing for Jay. So once I start pulling T-posts and stuff, maybe I'll probably make a whole different video for that. So anyways, thanks for watching. Hope some of you like what you see here with this high tensile wire. It's super simple and easy and fast. So anyway, hopefully it'll turn some of you onto it. So anyway, I'll catch you guys on the next one.